Wala pa, miss. Ay,
Wala pa
na
miss.
day.
Ano?
Okay, so welcome to our discussion. So remember our online class rules. So be on time, turn off your cameras. But now I'm so sorry, my apology. We're not on time at 4:30. Turn off your cameras if not in use. Turn on the microphone when answering and asking some questions. Let's make sure that we use appropriate language, especially in our exchange of messages. Let's use the chat for relevant comments and avoid some distractions. So last meeting, we actually had this discussion on the principles of educational technology, the boon and bane, and the different forms of instructional materials in the traditional approach. We also discussed regarding the types of ICT that we can encounter, different terminologies, shortcuts, and how we can maneuver in the modern technology in the classroom. This afternoon, we will visit on how we can be more responsible in the usage of these technological tools in our online platform. Five things to be exact to be tackled for this afternoon are learning tools, lesson plans, what is cyberbullying and how we can victimize others, and we can also check if we were victims. Next, we will be discussing as well intellectual property. How can you protect your work, your arts, your music, your choreography? Next, we also have plagiarism. If we copy several ideas, words, or even some instructions from research, how are we going to cite them properly? And what are those creative commons that are licensed where we are allowed to use in these online platforms? Learning objectives. So at the end of this session, I am hopeful that the participants, the students, will be able to enumerate digital safety policies, the different guidelines, procedures that ensures the child, students would have online safety and prevent cyberbullying and plagiarism. Hopefully, we can describe the community of learners as netizens who share and utilize digital materials and practice standard use of this copyright Creative Commons to share, utilize digital materials in a positive use of technology. Who among you are victims of this? Maybe I did. Hala, ang bagal naman ng internet, absent na lang ako. Or like, Miss, I receive a lot of messages today. Miss, I'll be absent in your Prof Ed 5. I'll just ask for recording. The signal is unstable. Or like, are you victimizing your teachers who are not really that techy? We can just allow them to be disconnected or somehow we had this cyberbullying stage. Are you guilty of charge, guys, if you did this one? You know, in the online principle that we are having for teaching and technology, we have this academic learning. So we keep on mentioning from the face-to-face modality that we have now, we are in the online platform. We are facing your screen and my screen as well are our way to have a gateway on our teaching. So academic learning, we always wanted to make sure that it would help our lesson to become fun, interesting, and more effective. So we have actually different sites in the ICT world where we can venture. I know some of these terms you already are familiar, but we'll just visit them time to time. We have Khan Academy, FunBrain, Socrative, Carrot Stick, TED Talks, TED Study Sync, Manga High, and Common Sense, which are some of those academic learning. We also have tools that would empower us in the social media so that we can connect. Just like what we are doing now, we are in the Google Meet. Some use Zoom, Skype, Schoology. We also have learning management system, Moodle, Edmodo, Lark, and the Bright Space that we are still navigating some of our lessons to that Bright Space. If you're a teacher, it's very important that we pull together necessary tools and teaching strategies in a design where it will create into an amazing plans and memorable school projects, such as we can use the tools in Quizlet, Planboard, TED-Ed, Capsys, Sway, Google Docs, Wordle, YouTube, Prezi, Gloucester, and Time Toast. Other tools also needs us to be empowered with these technological tools that would increase the ability for you to create, provided with the Bloom's taxonomy approach that we need to come up in mind. So Evernote, Dropbox, Aviary, Google Earth, Audiobook, Socrative EduPuzzle, MS Teams, Twitter, Daigo, Google Education, LiveBinder, Poplet, Padlet, Miro, OBS are some of those tools. Now, there are also some ways on how we can traverse through a very long URL. Have you experienced that one clicking on a very long URL? There are actually possible ways to shorten those big URL, which are very long whenever you try to click them or copy them. So you visit these sites to take advantage of the tools available so that you can somehow shorten it, just like the bit.ly.com, Google good good.gl. We also have tinyurl.com, Owly, and is.gd. So with this one, I usually use the bit.ly.com where it maximizes the shortened customized URL that I used in my links that I will be giving to my students. You know, in the online communities of learning, with the icons that I have here, can you chat the names of the icons? Can you name them? Bigyan ng label. Which icon are familiar to you? Okay, please label them. Or you can shout your answers.
Instagram, miss.
Go na jud ang Instagram.
Facebook. Pinterest, miss. Pinterest.
Yes, Facebook, Pinterest, YouTube,
Skype. Skype.
Twitter, Skype,
WhatsApp.
YouTube.
what's up,
Twitter.
Twitter,
Tinder.
Tinder. Yes. So these online communities of learning are actually free of access for us so that we will be able to make our learning more effective. At the same time, it will be engaging to our students. With millennial like you, I know you're able to navigate and discover these different online tools, and we will just try to go in and dig more of these different adventures. How about these following online resources? Which icon are familiar to you? Can you name them?
Canva.
But TikTok.
Quizzes. Kahoot. Dagan,
Mhm.
miss.
Yes, so you are familiar and you are able to use this one somehow, or your teachers actually are using this one so that they can check on your assessment or even allowed you to do some productivity. How about the following icons? Which one is familiar?
Flipgrid.
Google Meet.
Google Meet.
Okay, so we have the flip grid where you're actually taking a video of yourself for the answering and some ideas that you'll be able to share. Google Meet, we have Canvas, we also have Mote, we have ClassIn, and Lark. So these following things, we will navigate them in the finals with this stuff so that we can also prepare for your prepare for our learning management system, at the same time learn more on the things that we have. Next one, there are things that we need to avoid in the online platform, which is number one, we have the cyberbullying. It's very rampant, the cyberbullying, or even the case of online demeaning demeaning of a person can be very vivid whenever we see them on Facebook, on different platforms. So what are those different forms? Kindly also double check if you experience these things. First, we have flaming. That means you've included yourself or you involve yourself in an online fights using these electronic messages with an angry tone and use of vulgar languages, either profanity or even demeaning a person with your comments. Did you engage flaming when you post on Facebook, or maybe you commented with anti DDS?
Every day, miss.
Yes. What are your posts?
Mga hate posts, miss. Anything.
You had some
Hate posts.
hate posts for
Kung ano, miss.
Duterte?
Anything, miss. Kanang mga random lang na stuff nga nice hate.
BTS, miss. Hate
BTS.
kay niyang BTS, miss.
POA.
BTS?
Oh,
At the
POA.
same time? What else?
Namang trash talk sa FL, miss.
Yes, you can do a lot of those stuffs in your trash talk, no? Next one, harassment. So were there times that you received some nasty comments or even some insulting comments either on the public domain or it can either be on private? Did someone
Business.
harass you? What were the messages that you received, JK?
Miss.
What are those things that you received?
Paulo, miss.
Paulo, yes.
Kuan, miss. Kanang sa every time mag-play ko, miss. Kanang sa imong mga opponent, miss ba? Tagon ko talag kanang ako lang kuan. Excuse me for my language pero tagon ko talag bugo, nga na ba? Bubo. Nga lang good, miss. Kanang sa kuan, miss ba? Sa ML, miss ba? Nga na.
Oh, wow. Okay. And what happened? Was it really hurting or what was your defense mechanism on that?
Ano na ako, miss? Mas bobo ka.
Ka-cute ni mo, Paulo. Eh. Okay. So true, no? We can just receive. Sometimes we just, our hearts are already callous whenever people would call us such names that are really inappropriate for us. How about denigration? This one, sending posts or those gossips, or even someone had to send pictures that damage the relationship or even the reputation of friendship for that person. Okay, did you take part or did you join in a group chat where you had degeneration? Maybe you don't know, but you already are involved in this certain cyberbullying. We also have cybercrime, meaning there is impersonation. Someone is pretending to be, for example, someone is pretending to be Anne Prudente, but it's not Anne. So that person might be in danger. Especially, can you remember that month of this year that there were actually two Facebook, even if we didn't create another account, but then whenever you try to research your name, someone was trying to duplicate your account. Who among you were victims of that?
Famous lang mo, famous.
Mga famous, no? So I have a friend who was a victim of this impersonation. So what happened is that she thought for that 6 months relationship that she had with a foreigner who happened to ask for a friend request on Facebook, he was actually pretending that he was a seaman. He works abroad and he was part of a military workforce. Then eventually, after 6 months, that boyfriend of her asked him that there will be a parcel that is sending off to the Philippines. It was gold and a lot of these precious materials from his work. However, the girl needs to send money. Good thing that she was alarmed that it's quite different of asking this huge amount in exchange of the parcel, only to figure out that this person was actually part of the syndicate. And that girl, what happened to her? She really had a depression. At the same time, uh, she really didn't know that her emotions were already violated, because you imagine 6 months more na fall in love na yun siya adtong ilang exchange of communication, sending messages, but then it was not true, it was impersonation. So be careful also to the transactions that you made, especially if it involves money, bank account, or any possessions, or even the life of your special someone. Outing. So are you also part, or did you engage yourself in a cybercrime such as outing, meaning you already knew a secret, however, since you're not in good terms of that person, you share that secret, either putting it on public or even sending out nudity, those posts that are not supposed to be shown in public. You know, outing can also be part of those platforms wherever it damages the person, even it defames the person's ability to really keep themselves, especially for leading to the affections of their mental health. Trickery is when we reveal secrets and embarrass the person, maybe sharing it online. So those are some of the crimes that we can commit. So be careful how when you share your things and information on the online platform, especially if they are not encrypted. So, meaning when we exchange messages, there is this third party who will be able to record or even deposit the exchange of messages, even the usernames that you have, the pictures. The one that is encrypted, for instance, is Viber. So, for example, if you send messages on Viber, it will not be shown unless the other person on the other end will be able to read the message that you sent. That is why they consider that in exchange of very confidential messaging, they would prefer to use the Viber, where there is a third party encryption on your messages. Next, cybercrime can also include with an intentionality on exclusion. Either you remove that person on chat without any information or without telling the person, or even cruelly excluding him or her from a particular online group or not including them. Next, cyber stalking is when you repeatedly harass a person. For example, maybe you have a crush on that person and then you keep on messaging, even if you blocked that person, you unfriended that person. Maybe Brent can share some of his experiences with this. Brent, cyber stalking. Are you a victim of this, Brent?
Wala miss oy, dili mo ko one. What if na isto? Oh.
Char. Okay, so we have this one, cyber stalking. Usually, this can also defame the person. At the same time, it's very scary, no? If someone sends you messages, if someone really is having a fascination on you, and sometimes it creates fear. What if someone follows you? I actually had this story before that one of my student in the College of Education, she had an ex, so a younger relationship, but it lives in Australia. So this time, the girl already happened to meet her lover here in Cebu City. So they keep on posting their pictures. They even have a short vlog. Then eventually, the one who lives in Australia, who was maybe obsessed or really had fallen in love with her, keeps on sending her messages and even nude, like nude pictures of that guy, so that that girl will be able to maybe fall in love or maybe threatened. You know, the saddest thing and the scariest thing is that that guy from Australia started befriending the students in the College of Education, and they even asked me. It even received. I even received the friend request because she wanted to share some pictures of that girl, of that boy that they had a relationship before, and that girl is not really honest to the relationship, and that girl is like asking money from the Australian, something like that. So it was really so topsy-turvy, and good thing that I don't know how they were able to pacify that one, but it really created fear to my student. Good thing that she already graduated. Cyber threats, on the other hand, are those materials that can be distressing. Either they send out to you some angry tone, like they were really upset, or it might lead someone for a suicidal tendency. Cyber threats are those, for example, they bully you. Since they cannot express face-to-face communication with their anger, with their agitation, they just send to you a lot of those messaging. And you know, whenever we read these messages, they create a negative impact to our mental health and even to the person itself, that sometimes they cannot see the significance of living into the real scenario in the big picture. Are you a victim of cyber threats, cyber stalking, exclusion? You can chat there, or you, anyone of you likes to share. There are also things that we need to remember. If you're a victim, you always need to remember these two things. Number one is to avoid these things. So whenever you read some conversations, make sure that you unfriend them, block them, or really speak up about these things, because in the event that this happens in school, there are consequences that is anchored to the activities that they are doing. Number one, they can occur some different amount of penalties, they can be expelled in school. There's also expulsion, meaning when we say expulsion from any schools or institutions that they wanted to enroll, they cannot be enrolled as such. Or even some of these people, if proven guilty, they will be arrested or even imprisonment. And what are you going to do if you're a victim or if you know someone that they are a victim? Please speak up, report. If you see any of these acts being committed or it distress any materials like sending to you words such as idiot, moron, loser, you're nobody, or a lot of those profanity, speak up and be there also for that friend or someone. The incident of these cybercrime, cyberbullying are actually increasing, but somehow people would think I'll just be a bully anyway. There's no law that really governs for the people who are victim of this. There is actually laws being promulgated or even instigated for this cybercrime. Anna Marie Chavez once mentioned, unless and until our society recognizes that cyberbullying for what it is, the suffering of those thousands of silent victims will continue. True enough, if you're a victim and you will just lay this down off and dust it off under the rug, pretending that it didn't happen, pretending that I will move on because I just block the person, unfriend the person, or I will just avoid the person. But you know, the imprints of those messages that they read, those messages that they receive whenever it's dark time, whenever it is downtime, the melancholy mode, it will magnify the person, leading them to depression, leading them to um suicidal tendency, and even those thoughts that are not supposed to be entertained. But on the other hand, that is just the side of the bane side of technology. However, technology can still also be a part of boon. We have the OER, meaning we actually are abundant with different resources. We call them the open education resources. So these are released in an open license um, domain where people can distribute, at the same time modify, so it can have a better educational processes in a person's life. So OER can also protect the person in a sense that it would lead them a great help for teaching, learning, research material, and any medium of digital instruction. So for this OER, it's very helpful that it also releases the intellectual property or license of the person. Okay, by the way, before I proceed with OER, any one of you wants to share regarding cyberbullying? Have you experienced one, or did any one of you share to you about what they had for in terms of the issue of cyberbullying? Does anyone wants to speak up regarding this issue? Yes, guys? Okay, maybe not some of them. Yes. Ninya, who are those Arabo that sends you messages?
Wala, Miss Ray. Joke-joke ka, Miss.
Okay, yes.
Miss,
Yes, Christian.
na-scam gid mi an.
Would you like to share so that you will also be aware at the same time that will not happen to us, or we will stop becoming the victim? Go, Christian. The floor is yours.
Gid ako ay miss kanang kami sa ko agaw miss ba pero kaming duha nagakuan gyud miss kanang karon nga panahon na labi nag-pandemic man na miss so nagkalingaw miss sa may agaw ug kana ganing dating app gani miss. Na tapos namin nakaila miss ba na kanang nagakita lang miss sa tong app basta daghan man kay mig app gipangkuan na miss niya tapos miss na kana ganing gatuog gid mi nga military siya so ningon siya nga moari siya sa Pilipinas kuno na siya ipadala nga package moto niya ningon siya miss nga ang package kuno kay need pag baryanan kay wala kuno siya nakabayad niya natuupod mi din kay wala mi kalibutan lagi ay miss mauto kano nagpadala ako igagaw og 1,500 niya dapat 18,000 taton kung inan nga wala man mi nga nakadako nga kwarta, so ingon siya nga pwede ra daw kanang partial payment lang sa nga 1,500. So nadala gid mi sa 1,500 last month pa ni nahitabo ay mi, so nalaing sa ko nga di namin mag-dating ko. Kapoy na. Ano to, miss?
So, lesson learned. Sayang daw ang
Lesson learned, good.
ang 1.5, di ba? Malaking pera din yon. So, make sure
Atin,
lang
sayang.
it will not happen again, or
Alam mo kisag mga words, miss ba niya?
the
Sa
lesson.
message, wala good. Lesson learned, good.
So, lesson learned is very expensive. So, guys, you imagine my friend, she was not able to send money, but then the emotion, the emotional baggages she's having right now, especially on dating app. But maybe there are also nice stories that you heard on Facebook, di ba? Asa sila nakita, dating app, and then eventually they are happy. But not all love stories on dating app are even successful. So make sure lang you double check, at the same time you protect yourselves. We will learn more about that one on digital citizenship. But for now, that is again cyberbullying, or even a crime, cybercrime. Yes, Francesca, would you like to share what happened to your mom?
Recently, anang akong mama kay deaf man nya kanang nana siya mga group sa Facebook nga nakitaan nga kanang mga deaf sad puros miss ba nga magluto-luto mo na siyang hilig kay siya magluto niya mag-video ana basta sa gunso na siya magsigig kuan mo nang naipakas pero may amo miss kay pero may mo siya magluto dayon kanang nay one time nga nay chat niya nga ano nga kuan jud biya miss kanang less ra biya ang vocabulary or nibaw-an sa mga deaf jud dayon wala sad ka tiwas akong mama sa college mo nya kanang maglisod siya og kanang interact jud sa mga tao sa iharang mga friends jud nga deaf sad mismo then ini chat niya mo support ko no siya niya I mean no support siya sa akong mama then basta na daghan pangyayari mama mo sige mo patabang like unsay pasabot ani nga words ana so amo siyang gitabangan among gitry nga ako kung ingnan nga sige sige suwayin ana rasad ko kay busy mo ko busy ko sige suwayin chatting na nga okay basta ka nang tubagal lang ni every time nga na-question ang katunga person kay magpatug mo tubag rasad ko sa akong mama then siya ako ra sang ikanang isuwat niya siya ra sa mo type ana then natoy di ba ko ka-express ako mismo to kay natoy one time nga na kanang medyo ni sumbong ko sa akong ating kun na si mama ay narabay ni chat ana niya padadaan ko na siya kwarta something ana then basin scam na ha yun na replyin ko nga na replyan na ni mama mo to pag tataw na miss kay ang ate busy man sa lang magson busy man niya ako man permi patanan sa kuma pa ako nan sa mama niya usay miss ba kanang makonsensya ko impatient sad kay ko mo to kay pag-asa kong pag kuan sa akong mama ni balik siya hatag sa ay sa iyang phone then pagbasa nako ang nakasuwat na dito kay koan do you awkward wala do you masturbate mo ka express sa mama unsay meaning ana bro nangutan ako mama unsa lagi meaning ano unsa meaning mo to akong gitubag ra jud is wako kabaw mo to kana mura na kog nairita gatan sa phone ba mo to wala na ako gitagad akong mama tuod kinibong ko nigawas na siya then wala na ko kabaw balik na unsa na feel ako wala gi-block na niya kay wala naman siya nagsamok-samok na mo og ask if unsay pasabot ani may anak mo to mura kog na konsensya pag human kay gibastos na akong mama niya wala ko nakabadlong ba ora to siya miss pero wala na siya ron gi-block na.
Thank you, Cheska. So there are lessons also that are you learn from those things, di ba? So careful and jud even those stuffs. Okay, Mary, would you like to share that story of yours, Mary Rose?
Miss, madonggan ko.
Yes, go ahead.
Kuan lang, actually, kaduha jud ni na scam miss, pero kung i-relate na ko siya sa cyberbullying, sa to miss?
Cybercrime.
Cybercrime, kanang si Papa na scam siya mismo siyang kauban nga si Man. So, kanagong kuan miss nga, kanang pautang nga money, then, niya ka mabalik, nanay tubo daw. So, mo to. Ambot lang, wa siguro kay bawo si Papa, salig lang jud kay siyang kanang kauban niya. Dili ko na to di wala siya ga-expect ba nga iya kung kauban niya mo mismo ni scam niya kanang ihatag na dayon si Papa 50k kay mo lagi kanang mobalik man daw after a month kuan na may patong daw nga 30%, so mo lagi makadawat siya 80k. Karon miss wala naman after na send ni Papa ang money, wala na, dili na makontak, nag-try ni Papa kanang pa-blatter kanang sa ngani di pa gi-contact ni Papa ang wife sa katong kuan kanang wife sa katong kauban ni Papa, pero dili ko sure nga mo lagi wala siya kabaw siya ba na pervasive ba kauban na sila nga i-deny lang lagi dako jud siya, pero nasan mi miss latest lang miss ba, pero di siya guro ko ano kanang cyber crime, pero ang kanang na-scam sa mid ka ng 100k, nanawag ka ng sige, scam si mama ba nga, si Papa, si Man, bali ka ng, si Papa daw kuno, na-disgrasya sa barko, then nakapatay og kuan daw sa ilang kapitan, daghan na kayong mga bati nga storya, so si mama nakuan siya na emotional niya, kulbaan tanan niya. Kung buong namin nga naman ka man, hilak rag kalip, pero ito ang kabati lang, giingnan siya nga, dili daw ko na ipasaba. So, ni attempt si mama nga dili mo saba, pero kami nasuko mi nga, hindi man ka mo saba, ay mo may pamilya. So, ito, giingnan mi. Tungod sa among kulba miss, wala na dyan sa hunahuna nga, scam to. Nya wa jud may kanahuna nga na-scam na di may 50k sa una pa. Tungod manggod ko anang nawa na may sa kuan ba. Moto. Amo ana gong Papa, life na ni Papa. Nana na to akong brother nga. Ang bahala kung scam na basta importante kay makasend ta kwarta kay kung di daw ko no sending money, di daw ko no ma-save si Papa kay nag-away man daw sila sa kapitan, so bali si Papa nakoma sa daw, nahapakan, ambot daghan jud kay mga bad nga kuan miss. Tumoto siya, malas jud kay mi ato. Grabe niya, exam pa jud to prelim, hilakan ako online class, grabe, pero laban lang, amo na lang to gi-pray. Amo na lang to giampo nga kinsa man tong ni-scam na mo.
Recently lang nahitabo.
Yes, miss, ang 100k niya, ang 50k last year. Like, grabe. Grabe ka ayo miss. Kuan miss, kana sa to pag birthday ni Mama Mary, May 8. Hilak jud kay ko ato. Grabe kay to ka-down nga time. So 150k jud tanan. Muto mo na nakasad. More na siya miss. Nya, kuan lang ang kasad lang jud ganahan ta jud ni mo report o blatter. Saan man to miss kanang kuan naman mi. Kanang di man mi si Duterte. Or dili good kanang naitaas nga ranggo nga matagad dayon kanang masulbad dayon ni Miss Bo. So wala ni try mig pa-blatter pero wala jud, sad to say. Mo na yung sad guro sa system dun sa Philippines, dili tanan matabangan nga na unless kuan you have a higher rank guro kay katugod pareha ni Duterte katong example nga many posts nga teacher ba to, if I'm not mistaken nga kanang tagaan ako 50 million ang makapatay ni Duterte, then mo to kadiyot ako ito ng post pero na viral to, pero hindi sa gunsa delete na to nga post nakuan jud siya kanang may mga cyber police nakitaan ba, pero tungod lagi Duterte naman ang hisgutan, kita jud to siya, pero kami kuan naman may ultimo man may to siya may ano to.
Thank you so much, Rose, for being honest and for sharing that experience. So hopefully, no, we are learning from the story of the very expensive story that they had to undergo with that kuan in their life. Okay, who else wants to share? How about Harry? Was there an event in your life that you felt that you were bullied from words? How about JK, Ninya, or Christian, Micah, Sheena? Kasi nabully mo, uy, gwapa ra kay ka. Wala na?
Hintay mo
Miss.
Inana jud
Sheena. Ukat.
Ay, ako di ay miss. Abi Ate Sheena.
Go. Was there an event in your life that you experienced some bullying? Sheena? Ninya?
Ulo,
Yes.
matuti na teacher na, daghan.
Go, Sheena.
Ay, oh, miss. Pero, kira man, miss.
Okay ra, so brave jud kay ni si Miss Ukat.
Joke ram, dili sad, miss. Uy. Wala lang, miss. Kanang naanad. Ay, di mo siya ingon nga something bully or kuan. Ay, ambot, miss. Di ko kaingon.
Okay, sige. As long as it's not uh depressing you, it's not demoralizing you, basta laban lang. Okay, how about Sheena Gahilis? Would you like to share?
Hello, miss.
Yes.
Wala lang, miss.
Wala. Okay, good. How about Ninya or Christian?
Miss ako?
Yes.
Ay, wala na ako. Wala ang guro ko ng bully, miss. Kaya mura ako may mabully.
Or you were the bully? Ronalyn. Jessa.
Ay, miss.
Yes, Sheen.
Wala, ay, kanang kuan lang siguro, miss. Kanang, ay, ganing compliment siya nga nahimo na siyang kanang like below the belt or something. Inga na, siguro. Like, ma-hurt sad ko ba sometimes. It's about my physical kuan, miss. Oh. Akong physical appearance, miss. Something, ana. Pero, wala ay kuan naman sad siya, miss. Kanang, oh, naanad ra. Yeah.
Thank you for that, Sheena, for being honest. So sometimes no are compliments, so you should be very careful also with the words that come out from you. Is it bringing life? Are you an encourager or a discourager? Okay. Now, let's continue. Thank you for your sharing. Okay. Going back. So, aside from online world can be a world of defaming, of not so nice things, but still we have a greater percentage of a lot of things that we can get from the OER. So it's an open education resources. But however, there is also that thin line regarding intellectual property that permits us to use this free access information, websites, and data that they are releasing. So when we say OER, it can be any digital materials that are used for educators, teachers, students, self-learners regarding to teaching and learning and for research. So it's free of use, accessible for us as long as it resides in the public domain and all types of digital media platforms such as audiovisual, literatures, even videos, or we are allowed to repost these materials. However, Samir Adeb, an engineer professor, once said, I think that the current technology gives us the opportunity to make textbooks more engaging by providing interactive examples rather than static examples. So it's true that compared to maybe the little kids right now who are experiencing modules, it may be bothersome. Because if you remember on our instructional materials, there are actually a lot of ways to teach our children compared to having a long time or maybe 1 week of just facing the module. How can they activate their fun in learning? That's the question. And it is also a different story when their parents doesn't even know teaching strategies on how to maneuver and discover these principles. So teacher really plays a very important role in this picture in our teaching modality. Even if there is an OER, they're still aligned with some laws of the Intellectual Property Code. In the Philippines, it was actually being passed in 2012 of November, and it was granted with its amendment and had given full implementation on February 28, 2013. What does it say? It states that schools and universities should adopt intellectual property that governs the control of any materials that they would publish in an organization or even in the publication. So, what does this mean? Meaning, there is the copyright of the person in a legal term whenever it is printed, published, performed, or any film or any literary work. General rule is that whoever is the owner of that particular product or work or even dissertation has the sole copyright or power to do whatever he wants for that work, except if it is in a public domain. It's already published in a public domain, so it is free of use for almost everyone who would get the access. Free of use law. It was already reproduced for the mass education. It was reprographic production, especially for libraries to give them copy, and it is under the section of the 184 of intellectual property limitations on the copyright. So copyright meaning it can be a form of literary or it can be an artistic work that is originally created. So for example, if Sheena has her own dance move and it is copied by someone without her consent, without her permission, Sheena can actually sue that person or even take some necessary laws. And if, for instance, Cerces will be able to publish a very nice book and then it was copied by someone without his permission and it violates his copyright power, he can actually get an amount of money from that. So any creation of the person is entitled for the copyright. Then especially for creators of books, they actually need to deposit on a national library, especially if these books are intended for publication or if they wanted to sell these things. What are those materials that can be copyrightable? Meaning you protect that creation that you have so that others will not be able to steal it from you or claim that it was their work. Number one, we have literary, that any form. It can either be poems, dissertations, it can either be your short stories that you publish, as long as it is your name. You created it originally. We also have some books, pamphlets, letters, articles, periodicals, and newspapers. However, we are guilty of charge of this one whenever we do photocopy a page of a book, diba? But if that activity that we usually do, I'm also guilty of charge because I do a lot of photocopying of some pages of the books. But if, in the real sense, we're not actually allowed to do that. In the event that the owner of that book will know that we are doing such activity, patay, mapriso jud ta. We also have protection on sermons, dissertations, addresses, and even the lectures. For example, I'm recording my discussion this time, so I actually have the copyright to not share these resources to you, like the links or even the recording. So I have the copy. But since it's actually required for you to revisit or if you want to check the links that we have, so you can do as such. Another copyrightable works can include those dramatic plays or those musical compositions that are originally created by the person. In physical education, the choreography that you created that is original also, or any entertainment in the show. For arts, sculpture, engraving, lithography of the works of the models or any designs should be copyrightable. In photography also, it's also part or it can be copyrightable. Their works can be protected. For visual arts, for cinematography, for films, and at the same time with computer programs, those HTML and C++ language that they have, it should be copyrightable. Scholarly works with such books, literacy, advertisement are copyrightable. So they have such power to do whatever they want or even monetize those things. So who owns the copyright? For if you have one creator, or for instance, Brent is doing a lot of his dissertation, and it is his sole origin, all his hard work was being paid off for that work, he has the own power for the copyright law or copyright protection on that creation. However, we usually have this two or more creators, especially if the content is more on audiovisual or even those who are having some film. So they can actually decide whatever they want for that copyright, sole copyright that they have. But there are also some exceptions. For example, if that certain part of the book, there are partners in creating a discovery in science. So one person wants to publish this one and share to the public domain, but the other one doesn't want to share. So it depends to their own discretion and the way they would be holding accountable for their work. In arts also, the one who can get the copyright is the one who had a commission of work, meaning like if he's the one who sells for that project or sculpture or painting, he can have the copyright. However, the one who created such product or artworks can still have the copyright unless they have their own written stipulation in kaso na ay mga cases or na ay mga issues that would arise. For audiovisual works such as film, ads, or even mga teleserye, they are protected for the producer's copyright, or even you can usually see that one. But in terms of audiovisual work, it's usually validated. Diba? Mga anti-piracy law, even if it's there, it's not even protected properly. We also have some pseudonyms. So pseudonyms includes those who are having fictitious name to protect themselves, but still they are part of the creation and they have solely the copyright of their individuals. So when we use this copyright, you actually have that 50 years protection. For instance, you are creator of a novel. So you have 50 years copyright. So that's your own book, that's your own creation. And eventually after 50 years, that protection will be shared to the public domain, or either it can be used by other individuals. When we go to medicine, this term copyright is what we call patent. So usually a medicine has 20 to 30 years old patent. So haven't you questioned regarding which is more effective, the branded medicine or the ones in generic? Actually, I asked that question to my doctor, and she mentioned to me that it's actually the same. So for example, Pfizer, they created this particular drug or medicine, but they have 30 years of patent or the copyright somehow in medicine. Now this time, we have a new company, and they are trying to get that, how they go over with the machinery, what are those ingredients that they created, the chemistry, and even those solutions that they have to create that certain drug. Actually, the new company can copy those medicine. Mona, we have so many generics that we have. Di ba kabantay mo? Digan kay generic. Si generic na lang to. Iki, mas barato pa. Because they just copied the ingredients, they copied the formulation compared to the one in, let's say, this brand. They really took charge in the research, they paid for the materials, they paid statistics, they even paid for the marketing. And this new company can actually create or produce a new kind of product at the same time. It's the same, it's just the same. However, the startup is not the same anymore. So they are just having a lesser price for these products. So inana na siya. So same also with the copyright of the arts or even music or even choreography. Have you questioned yourself why Mona Lisa is almost everywhere? Why the works of Da Vinci is almost everywhere, on the wall art, on bags, on t-shirts, because the copyright for those art materials and design are already over, because they have this term protection of 50 years. So any arts that is beyond 50 years, they can be copyrighted. Any questions so far? Are you learning? So maybe you're creating your own design, your own work, and someone copied it. You need to protect. You need to say, oh, this is my copyright. Why are you copying my idea? But we also have fair use. So fair use includes the ability for the person to have the commitment of fair use that is also allowed for others to use your own creation. At the same time, the program stipulated can be borrowed by anyone who had encountered your work. Fair use meaning that particular icon, that particular picture can be used in commercials. when you create some ads, or when you create a pamphlet or even a tarpaulin, and you get some images from YouTube or even images from Google Images, there are some of these pictures which are also copyrighted, which are protected. So dili ka magpataka og kuha og mga images niya imong i-publish didto. Example mo na siya nga little child. So actually, some of them, if they really are into the laws, they can sue you and they can monetize you from doing such activity. So we need to be very careful. So it's a free of use whenever it's non-profit education, like you're just doing it for the sake of expanding the intellectual um, capacity of the child. Criticisms also, like especially for news reporting, or even you do some comments or scholarly work, we can have some free use of those dissertations of works of the others. Another one is you make a reproduction of those quotes or even the papers that they have, considering the transformative but not yet properly published. We can also have free of use, meaning if that particular literature is published already, meaning you cite that particular lines, you cite those experts, the theories that they have. Fair use also can be used in the nonfiction or either the fiction way, but more on nonfiction, meaning this includes the statistics, this includes the research. Another one, if you are publishing ahead of the author, so it's actually like there's a teaser, usually naman siya sa mga music. So are you publishing this, you are getting that small chunk of that video and then just a teaser for the people to watch this movie, to watch this particular concert. Another one is that we can use somehow these copyright things if somehow it's you who would be using and making sure that you are using it in a fair and a proper way. For example, you're a teacher and you need more of these things. Another one is the heart of the matter. This means that are you showing the entire movie na in that publication or just a clip? Are you taking too much of the heart of the artwork, of the music or the poetry? Now, the copyright and the fair of use for a person doesn't always make sense if you just credit the person. So you really need to acknowledge them, especially if they are on the research, if you use them, especially in lessons. So that is why it's very important you include who wrote or who said those lines in giving some quotes or even where you get those informations that you had. So how are we going to give proper credit of this one? So there is a proper way to do this certain concepts. So for research, we have the APA format. There's actually site where we can learn more about those things. However, we also use some ideas, even principles or even concepts from prominent people, but we should be very careful regarding the infringement of plagiarism. In literature, this is what happened. This is plagiarism. But in music, for example, you download a music from YouTube and then you create a video, you upload it on Facebook. Nganong dili man mo tingog sa Facebook ang akong music, miss? Did you experience like this? So actually, for music, they have
Copyright noise.
yes, they have their own copyright. So sometimes it will not notify you. They will not notify you that they are copyrighted, but the algorithm that you have in the online platform, it's actually embedded already when you try to download and upload these things. So you check also where did you get those resources. So they are actually on the Creative Commons. And when you create some text or even some ideas, your essays, you need to cite where did you get those information. So according to, unless it is your own word. So anti-plagiarism law is also something to be alarmed because there's actually a way to check. For example, teacher will just highlight that essay of yours and put that words in a website. It will lead to where did you get that specific lines or words, even when this is very evident whenever you do some research. So I can attest to that one because when you create your research, you only have to have 10% copied words, meaning you can get a lot of resources, but you need to rephrase them when you create your research. Dili pwede nga verbatim nimo gi-copy from the internet, pak gi-paste nimo rin. Mao na din na imong work. It's actually a no-no. There is this way in the level of research where you only need to get 10% ra gyud ang imong gi-copy. Mo na siya. For instance, 60% na di jud na dawato na ang imong research, especially when you create some thesis or even dissertation. Now, who among you are familiar with this issue? It happened last August with this person. Or who among you here have watched Huling El Bimbo? The musicality, the dance choreography, it was really, it boosts the Filipinos, right? So even if it was created 2018, still they really created commotion. It was trending last, I think it was June or July, that they presented it to us 2 days. However, the producer wondered why it was still there on Facebook. So na-violate na sa ilang copyright. However, another issue emerged in the person of this Mr. CJ. What he did is that he won. So Villavicencio won as the champion of this grand champion pop stage. It created a commotion because his work was more or less a big chunk of the Huling El Bimbo, from the musicality, from the choreography. As a matter of fact, on that same day, on that same night, when he was announced as the winner, the original music arranger, the Huling El Bimbo, tweeted. He mentioned a guy copied, ripped off our musical arrangement, Huling El Bimbo musical, without permission and won. Imagine he won, and he won that prestigious contest in a final round for 1 million. And he even created that it was his inspiration or masterpiece for 8 years. Kaluoy in town, no? Kung ikay nag-hard work, you really paid off with all your intelligences and creating those choreography, practicing all the musicality, and only to be copied. No? For this one. So it really created a commotion for this CJ. Yes, anyone wants to comment?
Ay, wala na. Na-shock lang ko, miss, ba kay kanang blinded lang jud kay tang mga people nga nasad ko sa katong owner sa kuan, good miss, katong production and all. Yeah. Sayang kaya yung effort niya. Ang iyang effort napunta sa lain. Pareha ra na sa gugma. Ay, joke. Never mind.
Okay, I relate lagi dayon sa love, oy. Okay, so it's true, no, that our work can actually be ripped off, or people can easily copy our work, no. However, we really need to have that copyright on ourselves. We need to protect, especially online. So he actually received a lot of hate posts. Of course, na if you watch the Huling El Bimbo, maka-identify jud ka nga, uy, si kuan man na katong si kisa to yang pangan gani, si wag kang matakot kana siya, si sa to yang pangan, basta mo to siya katong girl.
Si Joy,
Oh,
ang girl miss.
si Joy, or si Ligaya, whatever was her name. Okay, so I don't know. I was not able to double check with the progress of this one, but I guess he was ripped off from that crown of being the grand champion. You know, the author of this book, Fundamentals of Intellectual Property, Kalyan C. Kankanala, he mentioned, the right to be attributed as an author of a work is not merely a copyright. It is every author's basic human right. So accountability, acknowledgement for who did the job is very important. So mo jud na siya, di ba, kung sa dance, choreography, naman jud na kanang, I'm speaking of physical education, kaya usually acknowledgement yun at the end of the dance, di ba, choreographed by, for example, Raul Flores, music arranged by Chu. So it's actually giving a prestige to that person. It's actually a basic human right for us. Okay. However, I really wanted to indulge us in this activity time, but then it's already time for us. But I do hope that you learned something for this evening? Did you learn something today, guys? That your works are actually supposed to be copyrighted? And even if we are on the online OER, our works should really be accountable for us if we are the ones who really took charge in having those original work. However, we can also borrow their works. We can also borrow their terms, their ideas, provided that we cite them properly. Okay, we will learn more about these things on Monday. So I still need to see you on Monday, and I still need to decide what is my form of midterm examination. It's not a multiple choice anymore. Maybe it's a product that you need to create. Okay? So deal or no deal? Questions asked? Reminders, clarifications? Wala na ba? So if you don't have one, I will end you in prayer in the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Amen.
So